أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين. So the word عروج, right? It comes up in the Qur'an in many places. In Arabic, when you want to say ascend, you say it's moving up. You say sa'ada, sa'ada. For this word, when you go to the Arabic world, unless they took on the French Ascension or whatever, it's mis'ad. The ismi ala, the thing that brings it up. Mis'ad. It takes you from bottom, top. This is sa'ada, right? But the Qur'an is telling us the word araja or ya'ruju, right? So similarly in the Qur'an, when you talk about like the abstract, the words that you say in the good deeds, ilayhi yas'adu al-kalimu at-tayyib wal-amalu as-salihu yarfa'u, right? It ascends to him. But when Allah wants to talk about something going up high, from the ground up, He talks about it in this context of the uruj, like that. You see, ya'ruj, like that. That's what the word means. Like the one whose leg goes limp, you know his leg, they call that araj, you know? That's how the word is. So in the word uruj historically is about ascending a mountain. How many mountains did you go to the top of and you went straight up? You went around it, right? Or you went zigzag, which is also muta'arrij, tariq muta'arrij, right? It's a zigzag, right? It goes around or back and forth, right? So those people who are talking about how or why, when something goes up in a fast speed, why does it always go like that? You see? And so they said, this is from the website that they have the science, they said any projectile's motion in going up is parabolic because it is affected by gravity. Parabola is a plane curve generated by a point that is moving. In other words, in layman terms, if you want to go up fast, the only way it's going to happen is at a curve. You will never go up fast straight. It's just not possible based upon the spinning and the gravity of the earth. So the Quran says, وَلَوْ فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَابًا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ فَظَلُّوا فِيهِ يَعْرُجُونَ. If we open up the heavens and then bring them up, they will go up like that. When Allah talks about His knowledge, He says, يَعْلَمُ مَا يَنزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ وَمَا يَعْرُجُ فِيهَا. He knows what's coming down from the sky. He knows what's going up. And the word He uses is يَعْرُجُ. Right? We call it al-Isra wal Mi'raj, you see? We don't call it al-Mis'ad, you see what I'm saying? Because that would not be correct, actually, scientifically speaking. But did they have any idea about this in the time of the Prophet ﷺ? Exactly my point. Is that when you look at the words used here, it's very strange to the common Arab for 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 years after the Prophet ﷺ, up until the last 100 years, they didn't understand why this word would be used. And so they just started translating it as su'ud, even though it generally gives a curved meaning to it. And so they were calling it ascending, right? But then whenever they talk about things that happen on the earth, they talk about it as a curve or a zigzag, right? But because the Qur'an and the Sunnah referred to things happening going up as projectiles in that way. So that is another example of specific language that's used about something going up in the sky that is only known by people in the modern science community. They have done all of their different experiments, and we have observed with our eyes that whenever the thing goes up, it always goes like that. I remember whenever I was a kid, and it was the famous Challenger explosion, the Space Shuttle Challenger. They were taking the first teacher up, and here's what, because it was a teacher, they were taking a elementary school teacher to space. And so the whole thing was all excited. So I'm at Grove Elementary School in the 2nd grade, and then they take us all outside. I'm like, oh, there it goes. And then it goes, and then all of a sudden, it just, oh no. But I said, maybe it's because, I asked the teacher back then, maybe it's because it was going sideways, you know? And she was telling me, no, that's just how they do it. And I'm like, why? She didn't know at the time. That's how that goes. You know, they go up that way, you know? And this is the teacher school. So may Allah bless us in the Qur'an and give us the knowledge that will make our faith strong, inshallah, in the Qur'an. Jazakumullah khair. Hayyakumullah.